What's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing back at it once again. Another post-fight review. Sergey Lipinets coming into this fight on a short notice, fighting against Omar Figueroa. It was supposed to be Omar Figueroa versus Adrian Broner. Now Omar Figueroa has been on a little slump. You know what I mean? Slim ain't won a fight in 3 years since like 2019. He got stopped in his last fight on the stool by Abel Ramos, and he got his ass handed to him the fight before that by Dennis Ugas. Dennis Ugas was the first man to put this guy on the canvas. Now, the first round was a close round, you know what I mean? But Omar Figueroa's problem is his defense. He's very herky jerky, awkward, all that, you know what I mean? But them fellas be always in the line of punches. No matter how much he moves his head and be herky jerky and whatnot, in round two, man, he got clocked with a mean right hook. A mean right hook where he was too open. He was too open. Like as far as in the center line of Sergey Lipinets' punch, and he caught him with a right hook and just put him on the canvas. He got up quick, he wasn't severely hurt or nothing, but he's just a guy who's just his defense, man. His defense is got it's failed him. You know what I mean? Sergey Limpinets was throwing big bombs. That big right hook that dropped Omar Figueroa to his knee in round two. He got up quick, but it was downhill from there. There's really not much to say in this fight. It was a one-sided domination from Sergey Limpinets, who comes back down to 140. He had been campaigning at 147 his last couple fights, and he always has been a very big uh, junior welterweight, 140 pounder. And he lays a smackdown on Omar Figueroa, man. He beats the shit out of him. Omar Figueroa retires, quits, doesn't get off the stool at his request, at the corner's request. He doesn't report for 9-5. This is an eighth round retirement on the stool. Sergey Limpinets beats Omar Figueroa. Will Figueroa fight again? I'm not sure. I'm here listening to Sergey Limpinets post-fight review. Let's see if what's his name is gonna speak, because the way he's been fighting lately, and he's always fought like that. But at 135, he was a guy who would throw big bombs, even if he's not a big puncher. He was throwing punches with bad intentions. Now, this is a guy who's fought as high as 130, 147 pounds, Omar Figueroa. I remember distinctively when he beat the shit out of the Ghost Guerrero. The Ghost Guerrero is also a guy who, in his career, came up from featherweight, you know what I mean? But at 147, he was a more seasoned veteran at 147 than Omar Figueroa. But Omar Figueroa was basically retired, the Ghost. But Omar Figueroa might have got retired today by Sergey Limpinets, and it's a good victory for him. You know what I mean? I think in his last three fights, he's 0-1 and 1. You know what I mean? Two draws, zero losses, zero wins. So here he is, and he's going to be a player again at 140 pounds, where I believe he should stay, because the division has opened up. Okay, let me hear Omar. He says he's disappointed, worked so freaking hard. One thing about Omar Figueroa, throughout his career, even when he became a champion at lightweight, um, he's been very inactive. That's his problem. The inactivity. He's a kind of guy you see fight every 2 years, 1.5 years. So that's not really gonna be conducive to him staying active and winning and being in the rhythm, in the flow of things. But at the end of the day, what would we like to see next from Sergey Limpinets? I'd like to see him fight Adrian Broner. Why not? Broner was supposed to be fighting tonight. We haven't seen Broner in the ring since February of 2021. And we still not going to see him today as I speak and do this video on August 20th, 2022. And hopefully he comes back to the ring next. And I'd like to see him fight Sergey Lipinets. Done deal. Nothing more, nothing less. But I guarantee you, if Adrian Broner doesn't fight a guy like Sergey Lipinets, don't be surprised if Lipinets fights a guy like Gary Antoine Russell. Omar Figueroa was also a guy who never loved the sport of boxing, really and truly. It was more like a job. Hey, and why not? Make your money. Get out the sport before you get your brains battered. Yeah, I mean. So yo, B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Omar Figueroa ain't really talking about nothing. If he retires today, he had a good career. Congratulations to him. At least he's been a world champion in his career. Uh, very, very awkward fighter. And at this stage of his career, that little eggshell he be doing, that Philly shell, fake Philly shell he be doing, it ain't cutting it right about now. And that's why I was very interested and intrigued in seeing him fighting Adrian Broner. Both guys have broken Philly shells or eggshells, so it was a very good fight, but we didn't get to see it. And Limpinets came in and he stole the show. I'm gone. Peace.